Hey, what's up guys? It's Garrett here. Today we're going to figure out, can you recycle aluminum cans and water bottles to eventually become a millionaire? So let's dive right on into it. So for all of our calculations for this video, it's going to be off of Michigan's price per can, which is 10 cents. And I understand that a lot of people don't live near Michigan, but for the sake of the video, it's a lot more interesting taking 10 cents per can than maybe 3 cents per can if you lived in another state. So the first thing we need to take a look at is the water and pop consumption, because those are the two main different bottles you can recycle. And for pop a day is 1.6 pops per person, and water it's a half a bottle. And now that we know the average person has two different bottles that they can recycle every day, it would come out to 20 cents a day. You times that by 365, which would be $73 at the end of the year for recycling their two bottles every single day. Okay, now that you have your $73 a day, what are you going to do with it to make you a millionaire? You're going to invest. Now that could either be in a mutual fund or an ETF. A really good return on them would be anywhere from about 8 to 10%, so we're just going to take the middle at 9%. And if you put your $73 into that, and you do that for 45 years, let's just say you're 20 when you start this. That's how I usually do all my calculations. The younger you are, the better returns you're going to have at the end. So when you're 65, you're going to have $41,890. But as you can agree with me, that number is way off of a million. But let's say you have a family of 4. So instead of 2 cans for that family, it'd be 8 cans. So 8 cans a day would get you 80 cents times 365, which gets you $292 that you'd have at the end of the year if you recycled 8 cans a day. Let's throw that into our calculator and see what we can get. So $292 for 45 years at 9% would get you $167,000. That's pretty good for just recycling cans, and that's actually a really nice chunk of change when you retire. But let's still try to figure out what number of cans you can get to become a millionaire. Now, instead of just collecting them cans at home that your family uses, let's say you take the extra step and you start collecting them at work. Well, let's say you get an average of 50 cans a day, times that by 10%, which would be $5 a day, times 365, which would be $1,800 at the end of the year that you would have by just collecting cans. And if you invest that for your 45 years and you're getting a return at 9%, it'd come out to just a little over $1 million. That's insane. You can become a millionaire by collecting water bottles and aluminum cans. And I understand maybe you're 30, 40 years old and you don't have 45 years to invest your money. But even collecting 50 cans a day for 20 years, that still gets you over $100,000. That's a nice chunk of change in your pocket when you retire. And that's just crazy that you can take something as simple as collecting aluminum cans and water bottles and make it into $1 million project. And like I always say, if you enjoyed watching the video, all that I ask is if you press that like button, and I'll see you on the next one.